throne. He's still God. Now, the enemy, one time he tried to invade heaven and take God off the throne, but he didn't do it. He didn't succeed. He ended up down here with us. You know, so that means to let you know that God is still on the throne. God is still on the throne. So if something happens in my life and I'm disappointed, say, God is still on the throne.
That's right. Amen, Pastor.
Not yet. He's saying not yet.
That's right.
So that means now I got to wait on the Lord.
That's right.
I have to wait on the Lord because he's saying not yet. So then I know that I haven't come to the place of maturing enough to get what I'm asking him for. Some of us are not married because we haven't matured to the level of being a spouse.
My God.
Not yet. Don't even know how to handle a wife. Don't know how to handle a husband. But you want to be married. You got the idea and the aroma in your nose about being married, but not yet. Not yet. So God says here in Hebrews 6, it says in verse 13, for when God made a promise to Abraham, because he could swear by no greater, he swore by himself. Now, what does that mean? That simply means now, if I'm going to swear, let's just say I swear with Gene right here, Minister Gene, and we swear together. Minister Gene could slip off on the deep end and mess up the covenant that we made, and we're out of it. So if God swore with an angel, let's just say he swore with Lucifer. He made a covenant with Lucifer and swore with Lucifer that he would bless us. We got duped in the deal because Lucifer slipped out of place and messed the whole program up if he swore with Lucifer.
Yes.
So God said, I can't trust none of this.
That's right.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to swear on myself that in blessing I'm going to bless you because I can't trust anybody else to bless like I bless. That's the deal, boy. I can't trust someone else. You know, I can't trust your thinking. I can't trust how you may feel. You may feel romantic one night and not the next night. And we done fell out of love. You're going to fall in love with something else other than me. So we making us, no, I'm going to swear by myself.
My God. Amen.
I mean, that's enough for today.
Come on. Teach Holy Ghost.
Saying to that, God made a promise to Abraham because he could swear by no greater. He swore by himself. And then he went on saying, surely blessings I will bless thee, and multiplying I will multiply thee. And so after he had patiently endured, he obtained the promise.
Amen.
My Lord. Patience has in itself maturity.
Yes.
Mature people have patience. Childish folk don't have patience. If you don't have patience right now, you got a whole bunch of childishness in you. An uncontrollableness going on in you because you're saying, I don't care if things ain't right, I want it now. Give me the car without the engine, I don't care. Well, you care, I just want it. Selfish people are impatient people. I can't wait, boy. I'll never forget one time my brother couldn't wait for my mom to get through cooking. And when she went out and sat on the porch to wait for the stew to continue to cook like it should in the oven, he went inside there and got some out and ran back on the back floor of the room to eat some. And that stuff messed around and got into his mouth, and it was hotter than what he thought it was, and it just burnt his mouth. It was insane and stuff to see this and stuff, you know. And mom came at the same time and caught him back there trying to blow And that was steam coming out of his mouth. And tears in his eyes. It was too hot. Just a little too hot. Couldn't wait. Impatient. How many of y'all are impatient like that? Y'all impatient? I'm telling the truth. And these are some of the things that we have to nail down. I'm just talking about some things sporadically now that will keep us from not receiving what God had already promised us. Now see, God promised us, and I said God promise represents a law. That's why when I said that he could swear by no greater, he swore by himself. God is a law. Hello? Before you got the ticket, God was the law.
Hello.
Before they got arrested and went to jail, God was the law. Before they put a gun on their side and said, I represent the badge on the chest, God is the law.
Come on now.
Before you put on your Angel, your Chanel, God was the law. Okay, let me explain that a little further because y'all think about this smelling sweet. I'm talking about the principles and the properties that goes inside the Chanel or the Angel that makes it smell like it smells. That's a law. There's a law that goes inside your cologne or your perfume. That law has to remain the same to get the same smell. It has to be the same thing every time to get the same result. That's a law. When you go to Macy's, when you go to J. Byron's and you buy cologne or perfume, that stuff.
Way back.
J. Byron's?
That
means y'all way back in the days also. You don't remember it. A lot of us said nothing. Is that a new store?
I used to shop there.
Long time ago.
J. Byron's. How long ago that was?
Back in the 50s, 60s.
Come on, Hayes, you with me on my side. You on my side.
Oh, yes, I know.
I meant to say Jackson and Byron. I just cut it short. J. Byron.
But it was all the same.
Yeah.
Same law.
Well, anyhow. Dumb folks will stop buying the cologne or the perfume if it didn't smell the same.
That's right. That's true.
It will go out of business. Why? Because the principles, the properties, the law that kept it the same wasn't kept. And it loses its value because it didn't maintain the law. Now you see why God has to maintain who he is. Yes. Because if he stopped being a law, we'll fall off. And we'll stop respecting him as who he is. So God represents a law. And a law is something that cannot be broken. It has to maintain its stance of being and representing what it said that it is. And so what he did was then, in his law, he sent a word, and that word became the law. Y'all still with me? Amen. Okay, so he sent his word, and his word became the law. So then if I grab the word, I'm grabbing a hold of the law. And so that law is a law that will give me what that law said it is. I'm talking about guarantees. Now some of y'all sitting there looking like, and really in actuality, I'm giving you the antidote for your problem. This is the pill for all your ills. You know? And the reason why I'm saying this is because I operate in these principles and in these laws, and they have perfected themselves in me. I have a book of Chronicles that I can rattle off to you, you know, and I can go back, and I can go back, and I can go back. And as far as I can go back, I can remember things that I have confessed to God in prayer, and God has manifested that prayer to me. Okay? Watch this now. I said that his word is his law here on the earth. All right? Amen. When you get some time, finish read 6. I just want to say something because I want to hear from some of you. Now, I want you to look at this. His law, say his